Never again shall dragonkind bring fire to mortal war. Your wrath is not of this world. Your strength belongs to sky, wind, story, and silence.
It's still raining outside. Zell is working still, well into the night. How many days has it been?
With something like this, it's been 2 days. In ideal conditions, I'd need 5, but I don't think we have that kind of time.
Do you want to tell us what you're trying to build now?
It doesn't look like anything fancy. It's the stamp that Oleander had given me. But the kind of magic it uses, the kind of magic it pulls from, it's quite frankly impossible to copy exactly for any mortal, no matter how skilled they are with the forge or the arcane. So I'm doing my best to get as close to an approximate as possible. And like I said, under better conditions, I'd need at least 5 days for that.
Is Miranda able to help you, or is she not able to give as much as she used to because of her current state?
Before, this would have taken maybe a day.
All right. I think you have to make some rolls, right?
Yeah.
Let's go.
So what I'm doing in particular with this, so in the book, they give a bunch of different traits that I can infuse an object with. And what we're using this stamp for in particular is basically to, one, infuse it with the energy or magic they initially had, and to come off as an authentic version of the stamp, or at least an authentically enchanted version of the stamp. There's no exact one-to-one of that in here, but there's 2 traits that I feel like might make sense here.
All right.
Isn't the utility traits? One is camouflaged.
Oh, yep. Okay.
To kind of impersonate or mimic what this stamp should do or should represent.
I like that. I will. Yeah, I think that makes sense. You know, you're disguising the item.
Yeah.
As a real copy or certified.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And store spell, as I'm trying to give it as close to the same kind of magic or same amount of magic as it had prior from it being cut from the Heims tree. I can't make it exact, but I want to get it as close as possible.
Okay. And you roll for each one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's actually very tough. So this is 2 enchantments, so 2 traits I'm adding. So I actually have to do 6 checks, each of them at hard difficulty.
I love this. I gotta be
Which
honest.
I believe is
Ooh,
gonna
drama.
be tough. And I think, if I'm correct, I think hard difficulties, I have to get 3 successes on each check.
Is anyone allowed to help you?
I don't know. I think one way they can help is to give mana, because I thought it was to spend mana for this. I don't know how like the help action would work in this case. So,
I mean, we might have
Well-
ways, but I mean, we're not there because,
Well, you're not there, but someone might be. Anyway, there isn't. There doesn't appear to be anyone there right now. I was just asking for
Yes.
potential future reasons that we may or may not be privy to.
I want to get this as close to the magic of the Heimstree as a person can. It's going to be difficult, so I'm going to put
Yep.
all of my mana into it and use all 10 of my mana.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
As I enchant this stamp. What you see is usually when I am working on something as simple as like imbuing it with magic, I have a almost like boilerplate template, like not pentagram but magical circle that I have like etched into a steel plate that I would put the item on, and then I would change or edit or add to the circle for whatever purpose I'm using it for. But something like this, I need much stronger, much bigger magic.
Yeah.
So in the rain, you see me pull out this metal plate about the size. It's honestly probably like 10 foot by 10 foot metal plate on the ground. And painstakingly, for the next few hours, I am carving a magic circle into this plate. Once it's done, I set this stamp, this tiny stamp in the center of this 10 by 10 magic circle. I set it down. And I have Miranda. Miranda, can you... I'm going to need your help with this. Just... Can you heat this up?
Do you think that she's already beside you, or do you think you actually... Because I remember that the way that you two used to work is that you would start to ask and she would already be there. Do you think you actually get the full sentence out this time?
I think I get the full sentence out. I turn and see Miranda in the doorway, looking out at the rain pouring down, me drenched in it. Please, I need your help.
As you wish.
Miranda walks up and begins... It's not fire. It's almost like resonating harmonic air at the metal plate on the ground. And at first you kind of see the plate rattle, and then it stills and begins to turn red hot with a stamp in its center. And I'm going to start with the magic, the ritual.
Yes!
Oh, boy, it's going to be rough. Okay.
Now, it's important that we note whether or not you can redo this or retry. I think typically you can with some rest and some time, but you're spending all your mana on this go.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Putting it all on the line. I do think it makes sense narratively that you would do that Zell would just put it all on the line.
Yeah. Okay. So for this, let me check. I believe it is body and mind.
Specific to your path.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So body is my primary.
Mhm.
and mined, because I think it just makes sense for it to be mined considering it's almost artificially in magic. Yeah, so let's do that. 5. Any bless? I believe because I'm using my smithing tools.
I was also going to say I think I'm going to impose one narratively, just one. Don't get too excited. But mostly because I think that narratively it makes sense that you are giving 110%.
Yeah. Because I am also using my smithing tools, again, additional +2 to this. Again, just make sure, let's confirm. Yep, I do get bless, so I'd get 2 blesses.
A lot riding on this.
No bane. Difficulty, because it's a hard difficulty, I believe I have to get 3 successes. Yeah, so difficulty 3.
On all of the rolls, on each roll.
Yeah. Okay. Got 4 successes.
Okay.
So succeed on that fast check.
Okay.
As you see in this downpour, the flaming wings on my back seem to flare up even hotter as I'm channeling the magic through me, through this hammer as I'm slamming it into one corner of this metal plate, one side of this magic circle. You see it glow a fiery red and then dim to an orange for the first strike. And I do the second. Oh my god, okay, that's what. Difficulty 3. Okay. Okay, 5 successes. So I got another success. So that's 2 successes. As again, I walk over to the other corner of this plate and slam the hammer down into it, and see a jolt of almost electricity surge through the plating, causing the circle to glow an electric blue before it dims again.
Yeah. And it's very clearly like that magical arcane electricity, right? So it's not like that white. It does have that bright blueness to it. And I can see you in the rain. You know, it's coming down. You're in the smithy outside, and it doesn't matter. You're still lighting it up. It's magical. Okay, good luck. We got a couple more, just a few more.
Yep. That was 2. Okay, cool. Okay. I don't think I'm trying to think about anything to help me to just guarantee.
Did you add my bless? You did,
yes,
right?
I
Okay.
did.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't have any other bless. Okay. Difficulty 3.
Oh my god. It's
Success. Oh, okay. As I go to the next corner and slam the hammer into the next corner of this metal plate with the magic circle inscribed, and I think this time you see the earth around the corner of this plate almost erupt for a second as small vines crawl up and out of the ground and along the plate with the magic circle etched into it. And then it all very suddenly, like you're watching something at high speed, you see it grow, withered and died and ashen across the circle as I invest even more magic into this. Okay, the 4th one.
I don't want to look. Oh my god. It's literally, that's a success. It's the same odds every time you roll, but the anxiety is rising as you get closer to succeeding.
I go to the final corner of this square and I slam the smithing hammer into it. And this time you see, despite the plate humming with heat, a sheet of ice forms across the top of it. And first you see the parts that melt are the ones right above the circle, and then everything else melts away after that. as I infuse more of my magic into it. At this point, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
You can't tell what's rainwater and what's sweat. I'm just drenched in it. I'm feeling hot. You can see steam coming off of my head, off of my wings, as I now go to the center of this circle for the next bit of this. Critical success as I slam the smithing hammer into the center of this circle. You see it almost perfectly bisect and then bisect again, cutting this circle into quarters. And in the center of it, the stamp glows with a deep, deep purple. It starts from the base and fills it up to the top of a deep purple. As I then lift the hammer one last time, and instead of aiming for the circle, for this metal plate, I'm aiming for the stamp itself as I bring the hammer down onto it for the final check.
Mm.
I'm going to use a shadow die. I would like to use a shadow die.
Yeah, finally. Yes. Yes. I accept.
Yeah. As I failed that, I think as I bring the hammer down, I feel something falter. Physically, I was going to say peak condition, but I haven't eaten properly in a very long time. I haven't exercised properly in a very long time.
I mean, it's also an incredibly emotional moment too, right? I just imagine that you're getting, that well as you're drawing from your magic is just rising to the surface closer and closer with each strike. And that last strike at the last second.
And I feel that magic, that emotion, that both me physically, mentally, arcanely falter, but I can't fail, especially now in this final moment. If I fail this, I can't think of a backup, so I'm gonna pull on that shadow die. How does that work? Let's see.
So you get to re-roll the check, but what I'm trying to find out is, do you have to re-roll the whole thing, or can you just re-roll this one? I'm assuming that you can just re-roll this one thing, but technically this whole thing is a check.
So I actually would roll a D12, and based on the results of that.
Yes, but that D12 is my shadow result, and then you get to re-roll your check. Yeah. So the shadow die is gives me the opportunity to kind of intrude in the narrative a little bit later with some complications, or I can do it now. And you rolling on that shadow die allows me to, it just tells me which one of those things I get.
Okay. Let's do that now.
Yeah.
An 11.
Okay. No peeking. You may re-roll.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Main difficulty 3. Okay. Okay. As I power through this exhaustion, this near breaking, I bring the hammer down right on the top of this stamp, of this family stamp, made of the wood of the Heims tree.
Ooh.
And the 4 quarters of this magic circle immediately burn away. These are made of steel plating, but they burn away like wood has been set alight from the center outward, as the last of this magic is used and infused into this stamp. Despite the strength and power brought down on this wooden stamp with, doesn't seem to be any sign of wear or tear. There's no dents, no breakage. But you watch as this magic, now a kind of swelling of purple, green, blue, almost like a aurora borealis, fuse into the stamp. It glows a bright shade of red, similar to the wings on Zella's back, before dimming back down to the typical wood. And Zelamon just drops to the ground, exhausted, cold, drenched, sweating. I think it's done. Thank you. And I just collapse in the rain, and I think I just pass out.
Miranda is going to, probably more slowly than they would have in the past, come over and just shelter Zell against the rain.
Is there someone else watching this moment?
Yes. Yeah. Cal is watching and wants to sees the toll that this has taken on Zell and waits a little bit to give him a moment to almost like get into a deeper sleep or like reach a lower point of being exhausted before emerging and motioning to Miranda to help grab Zell and bring him inside. I don't know how likely he is to actually wake up from that, but Cal is definitely trying to do it as gingerly as possible.
I'm out cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might take like tea or something. But if you do decide to sit and stay until he wakes up, we can do that. And we can kind of pass time a little bit. Maybe Cal made some tea and it's sitting. I don't know if Cal is the type to make themselves at home like that, especially after everything that's happened between the two of you.
Cal definitely made hot water.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And definitely went outside and found random leaves.
Nice.
Just like
Perfect.
not even tea leaf looking
perfect.
things, just like crunchy.
It's just basil.
I don't think it's even edible.
Oh,
like,
wonderful.
I mean like
it's just gonna
leaves
taste
from a
great.
tree that you just walk over without thinking about it.
And this is how
And
they make tea, right?
Put those in the hot water.
Excellent. So I would like to give Zell a hero point for putting your all into that moment, and then also for risking a roll on the shadow die. I do want to let you know though, an 11 is a success with no changes, and you didn't gain any marks, so no intrusions or anything from here, and that's like one of the best rolls you could get. So congrats on that. So you can wake whenever you like.
I think what you see first is, I think maybe not all of his kind, but definitely Zell, their wings show a lot of more emotion than Zell often would like. So I think you notice first the color of their wings start to brighten, and that's kind of an indicator of they must be starting to wake up as the flaming wings start to get brighter and hotter. And then he begins to stir. Okay. I groan as I try and pull myself up. Do I see Cal?
Oh yeah, you see Cal like reclining on a chair, like feet up on a work surface that you have there, just like little paws going into the mouth.
Calabasa,
So what's the plan here?
I'm assuming you mean with Jarek?
No, I mean with you. You just gonna beat yourself up forever? Is that the solution here?
And I'll look over at Miranda for hoping for support.
Miranda could not be doing more of the whistling, looking away in another direction kind of thing.
It's clear they've had conversations, Cal and Miranda, over all of this.
Not in an unempathetic way, but in a like, this has to sort itself out. You gotta do this kind of thing.
Don't look at me to back you up because you know I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not beating myself up. I've just been busy.
Is this what being kind to yourself looks like? Am I just unfamiliar with that?
We've been working. They arrived yesterday with they seem hell-bent on breaking Jarek out. So I'm doing what I can to help.
Yeah, you're doing what you can physically.
Is there any other way?
Cal is gonna look over at Miranda and is just gonna like put a paw slowly like this.
So, we are not our worst mistakes. You can't keep doing this. I get that this is your way of helping, but it's not your way of fixing things. If you hold on to this forever, they're gonna hold on to it forever too.
I want... I have nothing. I can't just... They can't forgive me if I don't have the fix, the solution. I can't just show up to them empty-handed.
I mean, we could debate the difference between can't and won't all day, so I'm not even gonna touch that one. But look, we've all done things we're not proud of. We've all hurt people that we love. And I know I don't talk as much as you guys do, and I'm not great with communication, but I hear a lot about who you were. What I want to know is who you are today. Who are you? Not what have you done, not what are you doing today, but who are you?
I think you watch this large guy just crumple and just sobs. Just I can't lose anyone else. If they go and try and break out Jarek, I'll lose them too. But they won't. They won't listen. And why would they? Why should they? I betrayed their trust and I don't know what to do to gain it back. But
Yeah, I
Just
mean, you're
so
not wrong. You kind of messed up. It was pretty bad. And I don't really blame them for being this upset. And I get how it's hard to trust again. But so all we can do is try. If you hole yourself up here forever, it's never gonna get better. And you're worth more than what you can make. That's not the only way to help here. Also, I'm sorry, if they try to break Jarek out, you're never gonna see him again? We're just automatically assuming they're gonna fail?
there's no one on this plane who has more faith and belief in the capabilities of Oleander and Grub than me. But I've also looked into this prison. I've wanted to break Jarek out. Going in there is no coming out. But that's not to say we can't get Jarek out. I have a plan. But I don't know how much it really means coming from my mouth.
Okay, well then, maybe it'll help if it also comes from mine.
Zell starts crying again. Just immediately starts just blubbering. I really missed you.
Yeah.
And Cal's just gonna push Zell's head over
Yeah.
and grab the cup of tea and just kind of hand it to him.
They take the tea, drink it, immediately spits it out.
Oh, too hot?
No, what is in this?
Leaves.
These are cherry blossom leaves. What? This is not tea. These aren't tea leaves.
Well, it's right there in the name. Tea leaves. It's leaves you make into tea. I didn't...
Oh my...
What? Oh, okay.
And Cal's just gonna take it back and put it down.
Let's get some actual tea going.
Maybe
Are
some
you hungry?
snacks?
Yeah.
And just big nodding, like very emphatic nodding. With full cheeks, by the way. Like
I see you found your way to the snacks anyway. Let's get you some proper dinner then.
Yeah, you should probably go shopping. You don't have much left.
Okay.
We will fade out on these two scrounging around for some dinner. It is clear, I will say it is clear that there is not a lot. And I think, Cal, as you probably knew this already anyway, but it is abundantly clear now that you're actually in here and he's opening cupboards and things that he hasn't been cooking for himself. He hasn't really been eating. All of that becomes really clear as you're kind of walking with him to get a meal. But we're going to switch scenes. Deep in the forest, at a cabin now shared, we join Grub and Oleander. What's going on over here?
I cannot hear Troop.
Oh, I can't hear you either, Troop. How about now? Okay.
I think
Yeah.
what you see in the cabin is a lot of umming and ahhing. It's probably all I can say about it. I don't really want to be inconvenienced by what's going on here. Not really used to having house guests. Trying to be polite.
Well, of course. By the way, would it be possible, do you think I'm giving you what you call this improvisation offer, that perhaps we have some sort of card or some sort of thing like this, like card game sort of thing, or perhaps puzzle, one of those things, you put the little jigsaw puzzles down pieces, or a card thing, as we're making desperate plans. I'm asking if we have something like this.
I mean, I can't say I really know how to play any games, but if you wanna teach an old dog a new trick.
Yes, I mean, as we're in the middle of planning, desperate, intense planning, coming up with many ideas, I think sometimes perhaps making a card game is a good distraction from the large planning but not emotional difficulties.
I mean, if nothing else, it'll give me something to do with my paws.
Yes, that's right. Also, threes, if you have any threes.
Well,
If you have no threes, you have to say that I have to go fishing. And if you have a 3, you give it to me.
I give you a 4
Oh,
and,
no, this is a 4.
and a 1.
No, this is a 4 and a 1. No, take the 4 and the 1 back. Now, if you have a 3, like this 3 that I have, so if you had said give me a 3, then I would give you this 3. Okay. So you don't have a 3, so it is then your
Well,
turn.
you
So
put them
tell me to
together.
go
You put them together because you have this one. You take that one away. It's a free.
Yes. Yes, but it's no,
I
the
hand
point
you back
is
the 4 and the 1.
So, this is not how this game works with the fishing game. Do you think... look, he was looking like he had not eaten enough food. Do you think... no, I take the 1 and the 4 back.
Who you talking about?
Then, also, you should take my 3 now. So now, okay, you know that I have a 3, you don't have a 3, so now it is, I took the fish, now you should say to me, do you have any 3s? That is how because you know that now that I have a 3 because I asked you, so you can now ask me if you have a 3. If you don't have a 3, I don't think you can ask me. Now, how did this game work again?
What if I don't want a 3? What if I want to catch a fish?
You know, we could go fishing.
Peaceful, innit?
Yes, it's much nicer. Do you think he will help us?
Fishing?
No, with getting Jericho out.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but fishing always seems to do something to the old noggin.
Do you think...
Have you got any freeze?
Oh, yes, I have a 3. Yes, here you go.
Right, so now I've got 4 threes. Can I go
You have
fishing
4
yet?
3s.
Yeah.
Oh, I think if you have 4 3s, I think that is a win. Wait, how do you have 4 3s? Where did the other 2 3s come from?
I put my cards down, and I've got a 4 and a 1 stacked together. I've got a 7 and a 4 stacked together. I got a 3 and a rogue 2. There you are.
How did you get the rogue 2? I thought there was only one rogue 2 in the entire 60-card deck. Well,
What can I say? 4 threes.
well, this is true. This would not normally count, but you did not tell me that the 7 that 4 and the 3 there were made of leaves, and that this one was made of urchins. Well, this actually counts this way because of the 2 matching of the colors and... well, that is 4 3s, which means that you win this again. I usually have not played before.
Over Grub's shoulder, you're just gonna see.
I think you got another one, actually.
Cal, where's the other 5 3s?
I get
Where's
up
the other
and
one?
close the curtains over everything, over the chaos of murderboard.
The murder board. We're just going to call it that.
What else can I call it?
It's
And
true. I'm sure
studying-
people have
I'm s-
actually disappeared as of the information that's on that
Yes.
board.
And then I'm just like studying this array of cards, like the 4 and the 3 of leaves, and then like the one of the 4 of urchins, and then like the rogue 2 that of course has the exciting border on it, and then I'm like, Cal, you are very mysterious. Where is the 5th 3?
And Cal's gonna hold up an 8, and with their paw on the corner, half of it looks like a 3.
Shadow 3.
Are we just letting ourselves in now? Are we?
Sorry, I was waiting outside, but I thought you would get more points if I interjected. You were missing 1. And 5 3s seem better than 4 3s, so.
As you can see, I've already won.
Cal, it's good to see
You
you.
hear a knock on the door.
Okay.
What is this, a tavern?
So, before anybody goes to deal with that,
I immediately go to the door.
And Cal's just like scampering after you.
so I just think that everybody should stay calm and we should keep our cool. Because if there's one word that comes to the top of mind for me when I'm thinking about my buddy Grub, is cool. So let's just
I mean,
keep it together, right? Emotions here.
That's real kind of you. I can't say I've been called cool before. That's real nice of you, Cal. It's real,
what is happening?
it's real nice. I'd like to open the door.
I'm going to put together the cards so that no one sees the madness of this. I mean, this deck of cards we have in this universe clearly has at least 7 different colors, and then also like 4 or 5 different symbols. There are like 60 cards in this deck. Well, it turns out there's 61 now. I don't know where that one came. It's an extra card.
As you are shuffling the cards together very quickly, I think you look up naturally at the door to see what's happening, and perhaps maybe this causes you to stop collecting the cards altogether, but you can clearly see Zell on the other side of the door, somewhat behind the silhouette of Grub. You can't make everything out, but that's him for sure.
And what do you have? Would you have to say for yourself?
Sorry, I didn't give more of a warning. I finished enchanting the stamp.
Oh,
You did.
thank you. That's
Yeah.
good.
I look at Cal. Why do I think you had something to do with this?
I can promise you I had nothing to do with Zell enchanting an item, nor have I ever enchanted anything in my entire life.
Not talking about the enchantment. This, and I gesture to Zell, to point to the floor, point to the door, point to Cal, point to Oleander, point to myself. This.
Listen, I want to make it perfectly clear. I will never tell you how to feel. I think your feelings are so valid here. But there are bigger stakes at hand. And be as upset as you want, be as mad as you want, curse past Zell's name, and hate the things that he did, because they suck. He did bad stuff, but this is about more than that. This is bigger than that. And I know that trust feels impossible when it's been broken. And look, if he breaks your trust again, then you can, I don't know, I'll give you everything I have. Everything. You can have every possession that I've ever owned. I'll steal anything you want me to steal.
Cal.
Honestly,
Cal.
I will put it all on the line, and I'm not even saying that you have to like what Zell has to say.
Cal. I don't need to. Don't need you to steal anything, mate. And you're right. It's bigger than mistakes. What else would you call it? When the person that more than no. You lied to me, mate. That's the problem, said directly to Zell.
I know. And there was no good reason to do that. To you or you. And I look over to Oleander.
I don't care what you did. I care that you didn't let me help you out of it.
I thought I had to do to figure things out alone.
And you dragged them through it. In the process.
I'm sorry. And I know that's not much. It might not be enough, but I am sorry.
Well, that's a start. And I stand back and gesture into my cabin.
The moment of hesitation as I look to you, to Oleander, I look at a threshold of the doorway, as if looking at the frame itself for permission as well, before stepping in. That wasn't all I worked on. Miranda, could you bring the board?
Oh, you have not brought that board game that you always beat me at ever since we were younger. You did not do that, did you?
No.
Are you here to rub in my face that you are much better at the castles and also the flowers game, board game? Like every time we were younger, we would play castles and flowers. And every time you would make the biggest garden in the board game, every time. Always to show that you are a much better board game player than me. This is clearly why you have come here, to show your superiority in castles and flowers?
Oh. I think it might be bigger than that.
For what it's worth, Oleander always beat me at Go Fish. So.
Yes, I did, but he always beat me at Castles and Flowers. We played many, many hours of both games.
Grub, you and I gotta start playing games together so we can figure out who beats each other more.
Well, if O beats L and I beat O, sounds like I'm the reigning champ, mate.
You beat O.
This is probably... Yes.
All threes.
Yes.
All threes.
It was a rogue
I
two.
feel like we're
every
leaving
time.
our friend Cal out of the equation here, but yeah. Okay.
I just mean if we played together, you'd be facing the reigning champ. It's a tough start.
Cal, it is what is called the smack talk. In playing the games, you have to make the smack talk, and then, it is like fun. And, you cannot play games with us, Zell, if you're still outside of the cabin.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I just, Miranda?
I think because this board is huge, right? Yeah, so, and she's not quite as big anymore. But yeah, she is carrying it, I'm assuming, in her mouth.
Yeah, I think I definitely rush over to help with the board.
Is this the first time that we've seen Miranda?
No, you did see her last time too,
Okay.
and she wasn't looking so great.
Yeah.
So you see her coming in with a very large board, and it was enough to fit in that entire closet behind him in the office. So it's got. Why don't you describe what it has on it, actually?
This is not a Casa Flowers board.
No,
it is not.
It's been folded maybe twice, maybe thrice, to be as close to travel size as it can get. But as I set it down and unfurl it, it's well, actually, I don't think I've seen it, so Zell wouldn't know this, but it's got almost every point that the viewers have seen on Grub's board, plus some extensions and branches that they haven't added.
A lot of information about the prison as well. A lot.
A lot of information about any staff that worked there and until maybe a year ago worked there. It seems that the information kind of stopped maybe 4 or 5 months ago. That's the latest info you find on the board. But it goes back for a while. Some of them are handwritten notes by Zell. Some of them are snippets, maybe journal entries pulled out of pages of other people who are named on this board. There's a mention of an Archduke Jeffrath, that seems to be connected to this entire web. And they set that out.
Just to also follow up with last week as well, I think it's very clear that he has marked every job he's ever done with the family as well. That's all on here. And this most certainly doesn't look like it was done in a day or two. There are notes of many different colors of ink that he was using, different paper.
How long were you, how long have you been sitting on this?
For a while now. I'd been collecting the information just in general. I knew the family was doing things that could turn around and get more than just me in trouble, so I wanted initially to collect information to keep myself safe, but then everything with Jarek went down, so I started looking deeper to see if there's anything. If at the very least I can maybe use blackmail, information, anything to pressure any powers that be to get Jarek out. So I just kept track of everything that I could.
Wait. Let's just talk about the mouse in the room for a second. Cal?
And Cal's looking around on the ground.
Are you... Cal's on board with this? We're just gonna accept that we share, no offense.
Wait, what's the question? Is Cal on board?
Just seems like an awful lot of information between this and this, and I gesture wildly at my walls papered in plaster and string connecting all the different things.
I don't have to be.
Oh, that's, wait, no, that's not what I meant. I just, I just, feel we should maybe have a conversation about it, if you see my drift.
Okay.
Zell, can you,
Well, Calabasa, I don't doubt you've probably seen me working on this. You seem to get into places where you're not really meant to be, so I assume I don't need to explain that part. But we also spoke last night. Do you want to be involved in this?
And Cal just nods once decisively.
Before that, I think we had seen nose and whiskers and ears drooping down as they were reacting to what seemed like maybe a denial of their involvement in things.
And Cal just nods once decisively. Before that, I think we had seen nose and whiskers and ears drooping down as they were reacting to what seemed like maybe a denial of their involvement in things.
Involvement in things.
Okay.
Do they perk up when they nod once, or is it still a little timid?
It's still really timid, and Cal has their gaze fixed on the floor.
And you won't share any of this outside of any of these?
I don't talk to anyone other than you.
That has to be
Well,
fixed.
Oh, Nero, I was about to say that's a pretty good job. But not because you don't talk to anyone, but just just because of this. And I walk over into the corner, which is sort of a bit of a makeshift, what you might see as a makeshift kitchen, cabinets, things. And I pull a box, a really big box out, and I put it on the side. It's fallen apart. And I open it up and take out these tiny little parcels, and they are knapsacks. They are like knapsacks that you'd see on the end of a stick in a fairy tale, made out of cloth from my old shirts. And I hand one to Cal. I mean, I left you a few, but considering how much you left around this place, I just figured that, you know, I could stock up or something. And I hand you this knapsack, this little parcel, and it is the size of my hand, which is probably pretty massive for you. And I like let it drop right near you. Might smell a bit familiar.
Cal is gonna sniff it. What does it smell like?
It smells like biscuits, kind of. But there's some sort of maybe fruit or jam, like there's something sweet there that maybe you can't quite place.
Cal's going to unwrap it and I think showing an uncharacteristic level of restraint, actually look at what it is before shoving it into their mouth.
It's biscuits that I've seen you scoff 5 of and hide in one side of your cheeks and then hoard in your person and leave. I've seen you scoff these biscuits a million times. But there's a wild berry jam in the middle of them. It's sloppy, it's bitty. It's very clearly homemade by somebody who is not used to homemaking any kind of jam. And the jam is in between the 2 biscuits. They're pushed together.
Cal is going to, again, completely out of character, not shove one whole into their mouth, but instead kind of break one in half and start a little nibble.
It's just, it's good that you're on board because, like I said, I kind of stocked up. And I'm going to turn the box that I put up on the counter, I'm just going to turn it upside down. And there's like 20 parcels that I've pre-prepared for you that just like thud to the ground.
I've heard people say before when they eat food, sometimes they'll say things like, oh, it's just like my mom used to make, or, oh, that reminds me of home. And I never had that. But I feel like I do now.
Oh, that's, It's a pretty beautiful thing to say, mate. Anyway, I'd like to just go and undraw the curtains that I drew the moment that I realized we had visitors.
And you see, which may or may not be news to you, Cal, but it is certainly news to Zell. You will see a murder board with basically the same thing that you have, which is just dates, times, couriers, information, names that are connected to the family that you've been looking into. And if you at all glance over at Oleander, you will notice that he does not seem shocked. It's clear he's seen this before, this moment.
Has this been updated recently?
That's a very good question.
I shuffle on my feet and adjust my shirt. I've had some very recent help. Thanks for that, mate. And I nudged you, Oleander, with my shoulder. That bit in particular with those I hadn't made any of those connections. This team effort over here.
And Oleander clearly something has come over Oleander ever since Zell revealed his murder board. His mood has dampened, right? He's had a couple of interjections where he's trying to do his kind of fun interjection thing, but clearly the revelation of Zell's work over the last few years has not had the intended effect of making him feel better. And he's been sort of quiet this whole time, actually, except for one little thing. And when Grubb sort of nudges Oleander sort of nods as if to acknowledge, in the sort of when somebody nudges you to speak because you haven't spoken in a bit, right? Come on, you can do it, right? That sort of Oleander's clearly taking this nudge from Grubb in a kind of a, maybe in a way that Oleander might have, way back in the past when Oleander had a problem with public speaking, might have been nudged to say something. And it's that kind of somebody who is an older sibling figure or who cares about you. He's oh, come, you can say something, right? That is you can, Oleander's sort of taking the nudge in that kind of familial way. And there's that sort of the impulse to sort of just, yes, I'm supposed to say the thing now. And he doesn't. He nods and he's about to say something and then he just nods again and he goes, yes, I added a few things as well, as one does.
Oh, we'll figure it out, mate.
Hal is just going to reach up with the other half of the biscuit and hand it to Oleander.
Oh, I could not take your biscuit. This is made of love from Grubb to you, and it gives me joy to have you eat it. But, seriously, we have to make sure that you have more people to talk to, not about our secrets, but you should be dancing in taverns and having wonderful moments and and all of those things.
And Cal's just going to kind of make a very puzzled face and look at Grubb.
Yeah, it's almost disgusted or afraid, like a weird mix of, I don't think I want that.
I mean, if Oleander may have just said something like, you should run naked through the streets, screaming at the top of your lungs, a reasonable thing to do. It's
that conveys it much better for those listening. That was the perfect expression. What?
This, we should make this. Zell, I imagine you have a plan for all of this. You have always been the brain.
Yeah. I I'd mentioned it before, but I really do think going into the prison, we can't do that. There's no way we could get in and out. Best case scenario, they capture you alive and keep you down there. But I've done a few. I've kept track of a few things from my time when I worked with this web, and there's some people who owe me favors, and I think our best shot at getting Jarek out, I think we have to force some kind of transfer, have them moved out of that prison to somewhere else for some reason. That's where I'm stuck on. I've been trying to figure out how to get them out, what reason they would have to do that. I couldn't really think of anything, and there's only so much I can do on my own.
I don't know. You seem like you've been doing a lot on your own for the last couple of
That's-
years anyway.
It's not the takeaway for this particular moment.
I
Wait,
look down and then over at Cal and back at the board.
Oh, remember when you showed up at my door?
Yes.
I open my front door and I reach my hand around the corner to pick up this triangular shaped bottle. And I hand it to Ol.
Yes, the bed bugs. I don't have
How
the
many
bed bugs
fail?
now.
How many favors are you owed exactly, Sel?
A few. I guess they might assume that I'm friends with one of the guards, at the very least on the top level. Also here, and I point at the name Archduke Jeffraz Bezorus. They owe me a favor. I was going to have them co-sign a letter we forge to ask for the transfer, but I need a reason for the transfer first.
I think Ol might have one.
I don't know.
The jar, mate, and I tap ding 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 on the triangular vial jar that he's holding.
I don't. They need.
The bugs, mate. They'd have to move them. If they all had bugs, if the guards got bugs, they'd take them home.
Oh,
To their, sprogs, wives, whatever.
the guards, you mean?
Well, everyone.
Oh,
They wouldn't stand for that, would they?
well, I bet they would. I can't imagine a place like that would care so much about the safety of the prisoners. They would probably
Not
care
the
about the safety
prisoners.
of the guards, but
The guards. Tell him. Go on, tell him.
Well, if you, like you said, I don't think they care much for the well-being of the prisoners, but the prison itself is infested, blood bugs don't discriminate. They'd have to fumigate the entire place.
Sorry, Sal, I thought I was keeping my voice down. I was trying to say that just to, well, old habits die hard, eh? And I slap Zell on the back while I'm laughing. Then I turn around and look at Oleander and slap Oleander on the back.
oh,
And then
ouch!
I look at Cal and like stop laughing, breathe in, and just do like a little tiny little really gentle tap on Cal's back. Well, I think it's gentle.
You can see Cal has like braced themselves before that happens. Like they're ready for that. And so you see a little lean, but there's very stiff legs behind it to not actually be pushed forward.
Right, so we're sorted then. We'll just infest the place with bed bugs. Get the guards so mad. Actually, let's get their families mad. Whenever I meet a bloke down the tavern, I think that's it. I think that's how we get in.
Are you meeting people at a tavern?
Regularly. Not like that.
It's fine if it's like that.
It's not like that though.
And
sorry,
we
I think I
believe
missed
you
all
when
the
you
things.
say that.
I don't. Wait. Wait. I think we did. We did all of this work. And like Oleander just kind of takes a sidestep in a way. It's very subtle, except that he does have hooves, so it's not like you. And this is a wooden floor, but in a way that like kind of shifts his steps in front of Grub a little bit, as if to protect Grub from discussions about romantic lives in the ways that people sometimes do, and with a little bit of distraction, and says, I think that it's like a whoop. I think if we're thinking about this, I don't know if bed bugs, but I mean, we did all this work. Clearly, Zell has not eaten in like 14 moons or something, but so maybe we do all of this work for the seal rather than bedbugs, perhaps just an official transfer, and it's just like a distraction. You know when your parents are always asking if you're married yet or if you're dating somebody yet? That just happens all the time, and you don't want to have that conversation with your parents. They might want, and you just like, whoop, let's just distract from that whole conversation over there to seal. That's sort of moment that happens.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
So you haven't eaten this part of the century. Let's sort that out, right? I'm gonna go
Yes.
over to the kitchen area and start clattering around aimlessly with no particular order to it. I'm picking up massively heavy pans, thumping things on the side, etc. You carry on. Plan.
Yes. If we have this seal from my family, then and if they were invested or involved in this capture in some way, then perhaps they can make a request for transfer to transfer the prisoner to their home or to another place for questioning, or and if we have the official seal, then it would look very authentic. Then that might be a way to get them out, transferred.
I had thought of that, but I think without a convincing reason for transfer, they might look too deep into it and figure out that it's a forgery. But if we go with the idea of the bed bugs, they will cause the whole prison to be evacuated if they want to truly get rid of it all. And then we can ask with your family's name for Jarek to be sent to a particular imprisonment, not with the rest of the prisoners being sent. That will separate the guards, split them up. We deal with less in that situation.
Well, if you think that the bedbugs are enough, if you think an infestation of bedbugs will cause the entire prison to be evacuated, then we don't even need a transfer. We just put bedbugs everywhere, and then we just wait for them to leave everybody out, I guess.
We'd still, I think, for best chances, we'd still need the transfer. If we go while all of the guards are there, that's going to be rough, but if we can split them up, a detail guarding one prisoner would be much less than a detail guarding an entire prison transfer.
I've never been one for smarts. You make the plan. I'm going to take a breath outside. And Oleander's going to sort of step outside and run. He's very fast, and he has not been able to run through the woods for a while, and he's going to take a bit of a run through the woods, leaving you three there. And he kind of moves a little bit quickly on the way out. It's just like clearly there's something that's triggering him, and he needs to be in the forest a little bit, or he'll be gone for he runs very fast, 15-20 minutes probably before he'll be back. And he doesn't take his dragon to fly. He just actually needs to have his hooves on the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clatter a bunch of pans down. So you're just gonna drop that in conversation to your family? Did you not maybe think that I wasn't the only one who needed apology? Off you go. I gesture at Zell to the door.
Yeah. And I will walk to the door. I think look at my Miranda.
I was gonna say she's absolutely has to be peeking through the window or something. You open the door and all of a sudden she's like, and then stumbles. She was clearly listening in on everything.
I think I have this one. You get some rest.
Looks like it's just you and me then, little one. Now, what do you know about cooking?
Oh, I make great tea.
Great. Let's get started.
Do we know if you, Zell, can keep up with and or find Oleander during a time like this? I feel like you grew up together. It's possible you might know that he likes to run and have his hooves on the earth and where he might gravitate towards, but do you doubt your knowledge in this moment, or?
I think I do doubt my knowledge in this moment. As I take a step outside, I gently rub the side of my Miranda's hair before looking up, and I extend my wings out and I'll fly up into the sky to see if I can get a visual on Oleander.
Let's roll for it. Let's do a check, please. Don't forget, you do have 2 hero points, one from the one I gave you and one from the critical success you did.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't think I will roll. I don't know if you want me to, but I will.
I'm more meant for Zell, but we could do both. We could do both. Oh, you would like to roll?
Maybe you can set the difficulty. Maybe.
Yeah. You can either set the difficulty or we can have you roll. Look at you. You were so excited to roll.
I think your roll can set the difficulty. How many successes you get is how many I need to get.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
So I will roll the world because we're in nature, and shadow, which is a base of 5. But I also get an extra die when I'm in nature for this sort of a thing, which puts me at 6. And I believe I might. Do I get anything? Because I'm very earthy in these ways. I'm afraid. Let's just go with the 6, shall we? That seems fair. We'll just go with the 6. I don't think I've got anything. I mean, I might have other wild things. I'm very primal, but 4 successes. It was a critical success, as a matter of fact.
So don't forget, you get a hero point for that. You can bank that.
Oh,
Yep.
thanks.
Yep. You get a hero point when you do get a crit.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Enjoy that difficulty, Zell.
It's gonna be rough. I think mind, because mind is for like perceiving, analysis, that kind of stuff, and the world, because that's specific for tracking.
Yep.
So I rolled those two.
That makes sense.
Let's see if there's anything that can help me here.
You do have those 2 hero points. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How many do we start with, by the way?
And I feel
We might
like
die.
Oleander needs a hero right now. I'm just saying.
That's what Bonnie Tyler says. Bonnie Tyler says that I need a hero, and
could hear
that she's
it in
holding
my
out for a hero.
head. Yeah.
Me too.
That's
The
why I
moment you said it.
Yeah.
Would this count as a? Oh no, that wouldn't help me here. Yeah, I think I just roll mind and world.
All right. You're not gonna bless your. You're not gonna use a hero point to bless
Wait, is that
your.
how?
You could use a hero point
I
to
can
bless
choose a
your
hero
roll.
point to
Yeah,
bless?
yeah.
Oh, okay, so what's my roll? I'll use both hero points because that's truly the
Oh
only way I
heck
can
yeah! Okay.
do this.
Yeah, yeah.
I use
Woohoo!
both. Difficulty 4. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What a failure! Just 2 successes.
I mean, you could do a shadow die.
A shadow die. I could do a shadow die.
Could do a shadow die.
You know what? Yeah, why not? I'll do a shadow die. Why the hell
I
not?
think he's desperate enough.
Yeah,
to try
I
to
think
win them
that
back.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me that 1d12. 3. Okay, let me see. Ooh.
Oh.
Silver lining, which is technically a failure, but with possibility attached to it. So, I think you don't find him. I think he finds you.
I have another alternate
Yep.
here.
Go for it.
I would think that he can't find me, but he does know Oleander very well.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know just Oleander. He also knows Amatista, Oleander's dragon. And Amatista always knows where Oleander is because Amatista is a guardian. And if you want to know where to find Oleander, you just need to talk to Amatista. Like if you were trying to find Oleander and you cannot, you do know someone who will always know where Oleander is, because some dragons, their whole point of being is to protect Oleander from things.
I think in that case, I think as I fly up, I fly a small circle around, trying to see if I can gauge where Oleander had gone to, and coming up with nothing. I'll land back down just a bit away from the cabin and look for Amatista, who I assume is outside the cabin since you didn't go with them. And I'll walk up to Amatista. I think I need your help. I want to make things right by Oleander, but I don't know where they've gone. Could you guide me?
And to remind the audience, Amatista is a very large shard dragon made of what looks like amethyst gemstones, like massive and this sort of like plating of big burly bruiser, sort of impressive dragon there. Let me write this down.
I also imagine that she, maybe glances at you and your form, because it's the first time she's really kind of seen you up close, and maybe she even makes like a like a tutting or a clicking sound that she often makes when she's displeased, but I don't know if you would interpret it properly as her being displeased at the state of you and how you're not eating and taking care of yourself, or if you think she's just displeased to see you. But I imagine there is just a quick moment like that. While Troop was writing something down. Go ahead, Troop.
Mm-hmm. I already wrote it down.
Oh, perfect.
They are, but they are not controlled by me.
That's right.
If oh yeah,
Amethysta,
so yeah, please go on.
Could you help me find Oleander? I've lost track of him, but no one knows.
We can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll lead the way, and I'll fly after you.
If you are to be kind to them, I will show you the way. And I lean down to allow you to climb on.
Xenomon rubs their hands on their trousers. They seem so incredibly nervous about interacting with Oleander. And then I think eyes widen when Amethysta lowers their head to let them climb on. Then I'm almost certain that at most Amethysta would tolerate them enough to guide them, but to let him ride her, the moment of hesitation, as if looking for further consents, further confirmation.
If you are to be kind to them, understood?
I understand.
This will not be offered again. Understood?
I understand. And I climb on.
Amethysta lowers a wing. Gently takes flight.
Imagine it's like wind chimes when Amethysta takes flight, right? Like as like the air goes through their like crystalline body, right? Imagine this kind of like amazing sort of delicate sound.
I don't think it takes us long.
No, because you don't have to search. The dragon doesn't have to search at all. Knows exactly where to go. And probably the very short ride is in silence, though. But
Oh yeah.
when they land, I imagine it is something simple like a tilt and the extension of the wing again to allow you just the space to hop down.
I think it's almost a gentle push to like roll Zell off, and then a wing to push Zell forwards as Amethysta goes to Oleander. And
Oleander
as-
is, there's probably like I would imagine like a small like pond, like a small place of water with a log on it where Oleander has run quite far and has like just totally like worn himself out and is sitting on this log, with his head in his hands, just exhausted by this. It's not even a lake. It's more like a little pond, and did not see you all come in, right? Because he's in this sort of exhausted sort of space.
I think Amethysta goes immediately up to Oleander and takes a ring around them.
And Oleander just sort of like, kind of like melts into Amatista's wing and like adjusts his head so the antlers don't hit, but as if it's second nature to do so, and just like puts his head there where Amatista's heart is.
We have a visitor.
Oh.
I am with
And
you.
looks to see who it is. There's just like a, you know, the gemstone is hard, but it's not for Oleander. I mean, of course it is, but it's comforting.
Yeah.
We have a guest.
Hello?
So. What did you need?
I didn't need anything. I just... You ran off, so I just wanted to, do you mind if I, and I gesture at the ground beside you.
And he moves over on the log. If you're going to sit, you have to sit on something proper. The log is right here.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll sit down on the log, kind of looking out at the middle distance.
I don't know if there's any fishing in this pond. Grub would love to fish here. Seems like there might be, I would say, small things to fish here. It's not so big of a lake, but probably big enough for fishing. Maybe Grub has already fished here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Grub. I feel like they know their way around these forests, around their cabin.
Yes. Also looking out in the middle distance, like over this pond.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
For betraying you, for ruining a relationship between us, for preventing a friendship forming between you and Grub for so long, for losing Jarek, for...
That's... At this moment, I only want an apology for one thing. For not those things. For the years you spent after Jarek was imprisoned, not talking to me about all the things that you have been doing. All of this time you have been working, searching for information. You have been scouring the world to try to find some way to save Jarek, investigating my family, investigating everything, putting yourself in danger, and not once did you ever say anything to me about this. You never let me help you. You did not ever let me know that you were working this time, trying to make it better, and you never let me know about it. I could have known something. I could have helped you. Did you not think I was even useful? Did you not think I had anything to offer?
Again. I saw what they did to Jarek, where they put him. I was scared that
Do you not respect me? Do you think I'm just nothing?
Oleander, I love you. You're my brother.
Why won't you let me help you? Why won't you let me be... I can do something.
I thought I had no right to coming to you without an answer.
You're supposed to
I
try
know
to
that
find
was
the
wrong.
answer together.
Trying.
I
I
only
need you,
wanted
Or.
to... Olander kind of just leans over and bumps Zell's shoulder with his own shoulder, right? And that kind of... making a kind of a physical contact. I just... Everyone wants to keep me safe. Right? Amatista wants to keep me safe. You want to keep me safe. Everyone wants to keep me safe. And in keeping me safe, I have lived my whole life not knowing that my family is cutting pieces of the world tree. One of the worst things I can imagine has been happening under my nose all this time. To keep me safe. What kind of safety is this? It's more like it's keeping me... You said you were looking for answers. What if I had answers to give you? What if I could do or know something too?
Not coming to you to grub for help. It's one of the many mistakes I've made. And I can't
That's
undo
the
it.
only
but
one I
I'm trying
want
to.
That's the only one I want an apology for. None of the other things matter to me at this moment. I just want to know that you want me to be... I don't know, that you still respect me, that you see me as someone who matters.
You do. You do matter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not coming to you for help. I'm sorry for ever making you feel like I don't respect you or you don't matter to me. You matter to me more than anything.
You are my brother. A brother by choice. And that's the most important brother one can have. You are a bit older than me, not so much. And I've always looked up to you. You are so smart, and you always knew what you were doing, and you traveled, and you were so... You're always one of the most impressive people I know. Always so... You came from outside of the grove, and you've seen the world, and you inspired me to see the world rather than stay home and just be at the grove. And I don't think I would even have the life I have had I had not met you, and you'd not spent so many years with me. I became so much more... I don't know, so confident, and so much of who I am is because you came into my life. And I'm sorry that it came because of war, but I would never have been able to see so much without you. Just see beyond the smallness. I mean, the grove is not small, it's important, it's the world tree, all of this, but you got to let me see something outside of where I grew, and it's not, you helped me so much. Just become to grow up in some ways, outside of the way my parents would have me grow. And you always were there for me when I had an idea to maybe save something or help someone. You always were the one to help me come up with a plan that made more sense than just go in and say hello. And you introduced me to Grab, and I only know Cal now because of you. I don't know what my life would be like if you had not been in it, and I just would like to think that maybe I could do something like this for you as well. That how much you mean to me is also, I want to be of use. I want to help you with answers, and I don't know, I just hope that I'm something more than, I don't know. Can I help you? Is there anything I can do to help? Some way, do you need something from me? Anything?
I think I just need you with me.
Well, you're here, you found me, so I can't go anywhere. I mean, what would I do anyway? Without my brother with me. And I have to tell you, you clearly have not been eating enough, and I don't like that.
I know. I'm sorry.
Now, don't apologize for not eating. Just eat.
I will.
I was going to give this to Cal, but I do have some of the roasted candied nuts from home if you'd like.
Yeah, thank you. I am.
Zell, my parents are doing something very bad. How do I live with this? What do I do? How am I supposed to deal with this?
I think the past couple of years have taught me that you don't do anything about it. We all will.
Okay. Okay. Well, this does leave one important thing. I don't know if you can handle what I'm about to say to you. It might be too much.
I'll be honest, in any other situation, I'd say yes, but I don't know how emotionally compromised I am, so I can't promise I won't cry.
Well, I'm afraid I might make you cry right now if I ask you this thing that I'm going to ask you. It's very serious. I need to give you something.
Okay.
Something I think you need. And so you must take something that you need that I can give you.
Okay.
I need to give you a hug. And a very big, long one.
I think I'll cry.
Well, I have fur, so it's fine.
Okay.
If that's okay. I mean, you don't have to take hug, but...
I just hug.
Oh.
Oliana.
I hug him back very hard.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Yes, I can feel it on my fur and also the bark bits of my body. But it's okay. I dry off.
Missed
It's
you.
wicking. I missed you too. And I missed it. I didn't even know that I missed you. That you had some bird and then you didn't tell me and I didn't know. And I would have helped. Because you are my brother and I don't have... I mean... I don't have the family I thought I did. I have you. In this, I didn't even have you.
It won't happen again. I won't leave you.
Okay? Okay, don't... And listen, you don't have to worry about me getting put in prison. I got out one time. I can get out a second time. Even though still I wish I had not been let go.
I just think we need to be careful this time around.
Well, this time around, it won't be a setup. So, we don't even have to be as careful. This time we have all the cards in our favor, and we have your brain working with us this time, and we have Grub's great heart. Ah, and we have Cal. Cal can get in and out of anything. Everyone has much to bring.
I will pull away from Oleander and look him in the eye. None of this is possible without you.
I don't do much.
You keep us,
Like,
Oleander.
my
Speaking
father
both as your
says,
brother and the brains of this operation. Like you said, this won't work without you. This
I didn't say
plan
that.
and us as a group.
If you say so, I guess.
What's this
don't
about
yet know
Grub
how.
beating you in Go Fish?
I
Have
know.
they played before?
No, they never played before.
And they beat you.
Yes.
I'm assuming it was
was-
just like a fluke.
I
mean,
don't
if you lost
know.
with the 5 threes, that'd be one thing. But I'm assuming they didn't
No,
beat you with the 5 threes.
There actually were 5 threes at the end.
They beat you with 5. A noob, someone who just played for the first time.
Yes, they did. And look, I didn't realize they had a rogue too. What they're supposed to do with the rogue two? And then there
Rogue
was the
2 as
covered
well.
8. Yes, and they covered 8.
We can't let
covered
Grub
8
know
was the-
how impressive that is. They will never let us live that
it's-
down.
Very impressive. I have never seen both a rogue 2 and a covered 8 before. For 5 threes. I've never
You
seen
keep
this
adding
before.
more things to a covered 8.
No, yes. Cal brought the covered 8 in and said, "Hey, look, you forgot the covered 8." And that
Okay, we
makes
can
5.
at least say that maybe Cal smuggled the covered 8 in, so we can lower the how impressive. We're not going to hear the end of this from Grub if Grub finds out.
This is true. This is true. I don't. But now I want to see Cal play Go Fish with Grub.
Yeah, I think so
can't
do
even-
I.
There's probably
Well.
a scent also on the air right now. I can't tell you if it's a good or appetizing scent, but there is a scent.
Wait a minute. Do you smell this?
Is there a fire?
No. I have not had this since I was very small. Is this cherry blossom tea? That is the best I have. Oh my gosh. We have to get back. I think there might be cherry blossom tea. Oh. Come on. I race you back.
I'll take my yeah.
Oh. Are you going to admit that I'm going to beat you racing back? Yeah, that makes sense, because of course I'm going to beat you racing back. Cherry blossom tea! Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna.
I will even
if
give
you're
you
gonna
5
race,
seconds.
I don't need 5 seconds. Let's go.
Oh, I'm so sad for you. How sad that you're going to see the dust behind me. Excuse me. Whoosh. This very fast go.
I'm gonna fly
Should
after.
we roll? Should we roll? I feel like this is an important moment. I feel like we should have
My-
I'm
two
down to
checks.
roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just for record, I have faster movement than normal people to have
I
fast
know.
movement.
I think I also do as well because of my wings.
Yes. I love this.
I do think
this would
that
be-
world should be. It should be world and speed.
Yes.
And what? Yeah. Okay. And whatever we roll, it
Yeah,
should
no,
be
I
the
agree.
same. Yep. Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do world, and I don't know what you want. World body, world. What do you want for second?
World and body.
Bodies for
Yep. That would make
bodies,
sense
yeah.
because you're both. Because I had to
or
think
shadow?
about that for a second.
One other.
Shadow would work too. But whatever it is, you both agree to it together, and that's you both roll the same
Yeah.
thing. Yep.
I say world for the nature.
Yep.
And the other roll. What do you say?
I'll say body for the physical exertion of this.
That makes
Okay.
sense to me.
And so then that is 5 is what I have.
I don't have
I
any
get a
idea
bonus
what is
die.
it.
Don't forget, I'm pretty sure that you, Oleander, have a hero point, so you could bless if you really cared about beating your brother, which you might. But I do think that Zell is out because he used them all to try to find you.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't use the hero point. I could, but I
I
don't.
have
I
a
don't.
question. I have a question.
I have an answer.
So world is because we're navigating the terrain, right?
Yes, I think that's the one that needs to stay the same. Yeah.
I have an ability called Divine Flight. Gain the ability of flight while airborne, get a 1d6 to your physical defense checks. Doesn't apply here, but also says you also ignore terrain and obstacles. So can I ignore the world used here and use something else instead?
Because of that exact reason. Yes.
Okay.
What would you like to use instead?
Shadow.
Shadow, I bet.
Shadow.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you sure you don't want to use your hero point? Because it seems like your brother really cares about winning this.
You know, that's very interesting, but instead,
Sibling
if you're going to do
rivalry.
this, if you're going to fly in the air, excuse
Yeah.
me, little one, my little,
Wow.
my little honey badger is going to apparate, and my little honey badger, I have bonds with honey badger, which gives me extra movement now. So now I go even extra faster, extra +1 square of movement to me, myself, and my companion.
So do we want to
We're very
translate
fast.
that to an extra die, like a bonus die or a bonus roll?
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was going to say you both roll, and then whoever gets the most wins.
Yeah.
And this my small little friend, which is a honey badger, but also made of primal energy. We move through the forest and the underbrush with the utmost of haste.
How does he make you faster?
This is my. What happens is that by having my totem out, it actually connects me deeper into the earth. And so when I move, the
Earth rises to meet you almost.
and the vegetation moves out of my way. And it is a way, and this is, by the way, I did not use hero point yet because I'm what you're calling escalating. This is like a chicken.
Okay.
So I give you, I
And
raise you,
your-
you give me, you see me this way, wings, and I raise you my honey badger.
And it is a
my
honey
dear
badger,
brother.
right? Not a hedgehog.
This is, no, it is a honey
Oh
badger,
my
yes.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Okay.
I raise you honey badger. Do you have a raise? Because at the moment,
Do
this
I
is
have a
where we are
raise?
at.
Interesting. Let me see if I have anything to
This is my favorite.
to go for. You know what? Sure, why not? I'll do it. As I see apparate your honey badger, in response I go, okay, if we're using magic, I suppose, and I'll reach a hand out, and from the ground a spectral blade will appear and float ahead of me. This is my rune blade, and I can basically teleport to where my rune blade is as a free action. So as I'm flying, I'm going to be jumping every so often to help increase that speed.
So we'll let you add a bonus die to your roll as well. Okay.
I see your rune blade, but now I will use my hero point. Bravo. Yes. Yes.
I have nothing else. That's what I can do.
All right. Let's roll.
The hero point is for bless, yes?
Yes, you bless your roll. Yeah.
And so we will do this as we run back to get the best ever cherry blossom tea. Oh, I get 2 with a complication.
Hold on, let's see.
Oh!
One.
I got 1 success.
I have 2 with complication.
So I'm going to turn it to you both because I think you're skilled role players and you know what this means. I want to see what you interpret this as.
Okay.
So,
you got a complication, I got a success. But you got 2
I have
successes.
2 successes. 2
in the
success and complication.
I think ultimately you win, but something goes wrong as well. So I'll leave that to you. But I think as I'm flying, every so often you see me blip out and replace the floating rune blade, this floating spectral sword ahead of me, and repeating that over and over again as you fly towards the cabin, keeping an eye on Oleander down below me.
I
know what it is.
Yes, what is the complication?
We're getting closer, yes?
Yes, of course.
And we can see the cabin.
Yes.
It is all there before us.
Yes.
And we are like on our way. And I am charging with so much momentum.
I knew it. I knew it. We're on the same page.
So much momentum. And I have to get there before, and right before I get there, I'm not yet able to slow down yet, but I'm going to slow down.
Of course,
you're
going to try to slow down.
Teleportation, of course. You bump in front of me, right in front of me, right before we get to the door, but it's too close to me, where you are, like you bump too close, and I stumble over you, which does put me in front, and also through the door.
Yes, with your antlers!
The atlas. There is a large crash, I think, to describe and Cal, as a very large arbor comes breaking through the door, splintering wood everywhere, antlers, head over teacup kettle. As teacup kettle thing, as I come careening through, like on my back, and like the edge of my antlers is like scraping into the floor. And there also is, unfortunately, a Zell who has been pushed in as well. Like,
so they're like,
it's just.
And I don't know if it looks like they've been fighting, but I think they're probably laughing.
No.
I don't know. I will say that without a doubt, both of the dragons feel probably the first bit of joy in a very long time. And now they're maybe. Are you guys laughing? Are you?
Yeah.
It's that we've just went too far and we're laughing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, it's not as young as it used to be.
Brained something. Oh no.
Yeah, I think I pulled something too.
You pulled a trick on me. Is what you did. It's what you pulled.
You brought out honey. It's only fair.
Honey, how are you? Oh, yes. Hello. The little honey badger is there.
I think Amethyst just puts their wing around Miranda as they all come together.
I think Miranda would get a little bit bigger. I think Miranda is a little bit bigger. Not a lot, but a tiny bit. There was some healing that just happened there.
I think we've got a heist to pull. Huh? Oh, also, I will fix your door. I swear. I promise. I'm so sorry about the door. Oh, sorry.
All you see is Grub with their hands up and a very large wooden, crudely carved spoon in their hand, looking at this mess. I don't know where Cal is, but what you can see is that Grub's makeshift kitchen is covered in can we describe it as food, Cal?
I think you could describe it as ingredients.
Ingredients.
Is that... Who made that cherry blossom tea?
Not tea exactly, more like cake. And what you can see is there's this
Oh my God.
in the middle of the room, there is this giant thing that looks potentially akin to like a wedding cake, except it's nothing like
Except
a
it's
wedding cake.
lumpy and
It's lumpy. There's tiers. There's like 5 tiers, and every single tier is just chaos. Every single tier, there's like twigs and leaves sticking out, and there's like berries in different places, and everything is a really odd combination of colors. We just thought you might be hungry, so Cal taught me how to cook.
Grub,
How
I
to-
And I think-
finally found something that looks like sugar. Do you think it's too late to add it?
Put it on in.
I think part of my antlers are just like touching the edge of that cake in a very precarious way. And I want to make sure I don't spill it.
I would like to request a roll, please. I think we know what it looks like, but what if it's actually delicious? So I think the two of
I
you
love
need to
sweet
roll
berries.
in the same way that we just had the brothers roll. Okay? So I think that this one definitely needs to have mind as the one shared, but what do you guys think you want to add to it?
Honestly, I think gods, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to pray to them to make this make any sense.
You know what? We can do world because of the ingredients. How's that? Yep.
Okay.
Okay, mind and world. And the two of you roll.
Incredible.
And what difficulty are we?
Oh,
Can I give a bless? Because I don't know about other people, but I actually like twigs and berries very much. I
Yes.
am a very much a forester, so like
Yes.
all the twigs and berries will be quite tasty for me. I would like to give a bless for that.
okay.
Love that so much.
Absolutely.
Does the bless work for both of us?
Yes, we're going to say that it does because this is wonderful. And also technically,
I love, like, you can give me leaves all the time and
Yeah.
I will eat them.
and
I
he'll
love
be very
leaves.
excited. Leaf tea is I would just do normal difficulty. So either one is what I think did for the race.
And do we both have to succeed this roll for it to be delicious?
Yeah. Yep.
Dare I ask?
It's teamwork. It's teamwork. So
Success with a
success with a
complication?
complication, but then we also have a
Exactly what we
success.
did.
It's exactly what
That's so
what
funny.
the brothers did. So
But 6 successes, so way
yeah,
more lovely.
Yeah. It is. We know that it is going to be delicious, but I think somebody dropped something in the cake. Is what I suggest the complication is, but it's up to you guys.
Oh, I love
think-
twigs and berries.
I think there could be all manner of things in the cake. I certainly think that the twigs that are sticking out is like eating something that you think is filleted and then you find a bunch of bones in it. I think there's also an element of that.
It's
in
crunchy.
it.
It's crunchy cake,
Yeah.
but somehow, against all odds,
Yeah.
it is a delicious crunchy cake. I think you guys probably think you're geniuses after you bite into this. You're like, what the?
What do you mean think?
Oh my god.
I just
Or
want to
perhaps the
hold my,
complication is that
hold
it's
my
not
hand
as
out
great for
to
Zell.
Cal for a high five.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I think the complication is everyone loves it, but me. I'm like, oh,
Eat
that's
up,
really.
Zell. We've all established that you haven't really been looking after yourself. So come on, tuck in.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. You do have to eat this more. You know what?
Mm.
This is one of the most delicious cakes I have ever had in my entire life. You
Well,
two are so. Oh,
Don't thank me. It's literally all the brains. It's all It's all Cal. I think we all know that I'm a picnic
Cal,
short.
I can tell definitely all
this
Cal.
zone.
Yeah.
But we did it.
You know what? Have a second slice.
Oh,
Zed.
I couldn't.
You
I
have
think
to
you should.
eat. No, please, have a second slice.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is so
Okay, yeah. I'll have.
Oh, it's
I'll have
crunchy.
seconds.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think Miranda would run in and grab it and try to save you from having to eat it? Yep.
I was
Yep.
literally
Yep.
just about to interrupt
Yep.
with that. Thank you.
Miranda, you ate his cake. It's okay. There's 5 tiers.
If you're hungry too, Miranda, come on. There's enough for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, let me cut you
You
slice.
like some? Oh yes. Oh, please.
And Miranda makes eye contact with Zell, and you just know, you don't even have to wonder. It says, I tried.
And I think Tobihar, which is the mirror dragon that belongs to Cal, slides in, right? Just like you didn't even realize that she was there, and then she was. And she slides in all sort of like mirrors and lights and refraction, and comes in and takes also a slice.
Half the cake's missing.
And like she thinks it's delicious because of course she loves the things that Cal makes. And I think Tobihar comes in and just kind of like nudges a little bit Cal of that sort of a nudge of approval and like you did a good job, right? This kind of like, and then sort of, but then also knows that there's a pond nearby that after taking some cake is going to slide back out to play. But like, you know that Tobihar wants Cal to have joy. And this is like this moment of great joy. And so of course, Tobihar has to be there for that moment to acknowledge it and to like give Cal that sort of feeling of great love of like, you did something really wonderful. And I'm also going to eat some of it. And like with that sort of like just the sounds of like whispers and crinkles, right? She comes and she takes some. And then she sort of like, she just gives you a wink, that sort of wink that you know, that little mischievous wink. And then she sort of slides out. And there may be also other things missing besides a bit of a cake when Tobihar leaves.
I have a question for Kolo. Because I think Leah's quite large. So I assume she can't get into the cabin. But
Nope.
I imagine they can like probably stick their head through the window.
Just
Do you
that
think
big like huff.
Yeah. Would
Like
they
you're
be
kidding
interested in
me.
it?
Yeah, I think food is, I think for Leah especially, food is always a big draw. But I think you'll also find that not only can Leah put her head through the window, but there's like a little arch above where the window opens that has been worn over time from Leah putting her head in exactly the same position.
I think we watch, or maybe I don't know. Who knows? I'll roll for if I have to. Zella's gonna try and sneakily feed the rest of the cake to Leah. Just like, hey Leah, I know you're really upset with me, but I can't finish it like this. Please help me. Please help me out. Just cut me some slack. Just a little bit, just like half of the cake.
Yes.
And I think, because I'm playing Leah here, Leah, I think, looks to Zell as they're offering this, and then turns to Grab and goes, I think Zed wants some more, actually. They said what you've given them isn't quite enough.
Perfect. That's exactly why we made so much. Here we go. Another one.
And
And I
Zell-
cut a massive slice and I hand it to Cal to like play courier.
I stare at Leah. Fine. Yes, I would love some more.
Full of goodness. Get your strength up.
The
Yeah,
fiber. Oh, I just like
I can tell.
eating this.
A lot of twigs.
Get your strength up. We have a heist to plan.
Now, have you two spirits seem a bit high here? Have you two
What?
Oh, Zell?
I think
Well, I mean, there is one thing, obviously, that has to happen before we can do this heist. We have to plan. We have all of these logistics. We have things that are important, but there is one thing that is hanging over all of us, hanging like a dark cloud,
What's that?
well, Cal and you, Grub, you have to play the Go Fish, or else how will we know?
that is true.
Well, if you want to take on the Grandmaster, who am I to deny you of the pleasure?
Cal, this is what you must do to become part of us, the group forever, to be deep family, is that you too must deal with the Grandmaster Fisher. Grub.
My hands are like covered in little bits of cake and twigs and stuff, and I just brush them down on my plaid shirt, and I
Set the table up.
Yep.
pick up the cards.
We're gonna roll
set
again.
the table up.
We're gonna roll again for this.
And I start dealing everybody in and lose count, and then deal everybody in again, and then lose count, and then deal everybody in a third time. Can you just check? You got the right number of cards, sir?
You know, you've given me 13 cards. I don't need 13.
All right, how many do you need?
Oh, you did this 4 times. You did. We each start with well, obviously we each start with 3 for the number of hooves. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
All right, and I clear the table again.
Okay.
Deal everybody out 3 cards.
And then we start with 3. Then we have to add each of the party members. So first start with 3 for your core, right? And then you have to start. There are 4 of us in the party, so that's 7. So we have to have 7 cards.
I just thrust the remaining pack of cards into Oleander's hands.
Okay. 3 for nature, earth, and also sea. 4 for each member of the party, so that is now 7. Bum, bum, bum. Yes. And then 1 more card for our heart, because we have a shared heart. Bum, bum, bum. Not the heart on the card, but the heart in ourselves, right? A spirit. That is 8 cards. Okay. Oh, wait, sorry. We are undertaking a heist. That means there is a goal we all have as a group, that we have this is also, part, a really good game of Go Fish is also part divination.
Has anyone got any 3s?
Wait, I have to put out the last card, number 9. There, 9. Boom. For the heist.
Has anyone got any 3s?
Nope, no 3s here.
I have a 3.
Cal, got any 3s?
Nobody's told me how this game works. Am I...
Uh-oh.
Do I have to say yes if I do?
If you got a 3, you got to give
Yes.
it to me. Yeah, that's how it works, yeah.
Yeah.
But could be like, it doesn't have to be 1 that makes a 3. It could be like 2 that make a 3.
Yeah.
House rules.
Actually, also technically actual rules as well.
Yeah,
I don't know how you
the
stumbled
official
into that.
rules.
It's official rules, also the 2 cards, and as long as they are the same color, and there's like a symbol color thing,
Okay. If I give you this 5, will you give me my change as a 2?
Yeah, sure, here you go.
You just gave her a
Cal's gonna
rogue
hand it over.
too.
But she asked me if I had a 2. I have a 2.
Yes, but now you gave her rogue 2. Okay, this is going to be a very difficult game, but that's okay. Rogue 2, that clearly has to do with how we are going to get into...
But she asked me if I had a 2, and I had a 2. I had a 3,
Yes, okay.
and we did the honesty is the best policy.
Yes, okay, but now she has an extra 4 points, and she has the infiltration skill now. That's what...
Let's just try it. Let's just get on with this game. We'll learn it as we play along. You'll get the hang of it, Cal.
Okay. Oh, I think Cal will get hang of it very fast, actually.
I guess we roll for it.
Yeah, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll. Definitely mind. But if y'all want to choose together what the next one will be, we can do that. However, I will allow for some sleight of handness and things. You know, I'm just saying if y'all want to argue. I also think Cal should get either a bless.
Beginner's luck bonus?
Yeah, because beginner's luck. That's exactly right. So we're going to say that you are blessed.
I
would
am not
like
using
to-
any sleight of hand, but I do not understand any of the rules of this game. So I hate to say it, but I feel like I would maybe have a higher difficulty. As much as a player, I'd like to win. I feel like, you know, honesty being the best police. And all that.
However, you are the reigning champion, and confidence does a lot. Confidence does a lot. Blind confidence can carry.
Yes. I would like to make an offer to the GM.
Yes.
Or an appeal to our GM.
Yes, absolutely. I thought you were going to offer me a
This
shadow.
game. No, I'm gonna make an appeal. This game, Go Fish.
Yes.
Does
is the
have
most important
implications
game.
for.
Yes.
It is, and it does have implications for our ability to have the heist. If we, as a collective, get
I
a
agree.
super high number,
I agree.
can we get some kind of insight bonus later that we can roll
You
in the
gotta-
middle of
listen,
our heist? Because it's
listen.
about teamwork.
Listen, Troop,
Makes the dream work.
I love you so much, but you got to turn your GM brain off. That's exactly what I'm doing. But I love that you knew that. All right.
Why
this
are we
is
psychic?
This is
Why
a
are we
team
psychic?
building exercise.
Team building exercise.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
So,
Mind and
Oh,
What?
we got the Drac lean back cross arms as he starts to talk about
It's getting serious.
Gods? Mind gods? Maybe? Because it's sort of
Yeah,
defined,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
well.
I think that's
Yeah, yeah.
actually really good.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
down
So
for
we'll
that.
do mind and gods, and if there are any extra abilities or anything that you have, we can lawyer now. We do have.
Okay.
What kind of difficulty are we rolling on here?
We're just gonna do one, and it's whoever has the most successes is gonna win.
Yeah, just compressed successes.
And can we do it one at a time and then
Yeah,
narrate
yeah.
how this will help our heist?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, Cola got 4 successes and a crit success. God damn it. Oh my god. Hold on.
I can't
let's
believe that
see.
just happened. I can't believe that just happened. But also, you have a hero point now for rolling a critical success. Unbelievable.
Just to confirm,
Insane.
I do not know the rules of
No,
this game.
no.
I have
Yes.
no
No.
Apparently
idea
you do.
what I'm doing.
Apparently you do.
No.
I
okay.
I don't think I can compete with that. Let's see. I did say that I always lost to Oleander, so it
Yeah.
does actually work.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect. The dice don't lie. All right, who's next?
Okay. I'm gonna put mine in here.
Okay. Ooh, oh,
A critical
You rolled the
success.
the exact same.
Exact same number.
Okay.
I will give myself a hero point.
Yes, please. I think this might mean that you tie. I think.
I mean, let's see
Yep,
what
let's
has
see.
Cal rolled.
That's true. Cal has
might-
not rolled, and Cal has
Cal's not
beginner's
rolled yet.
luck, so you have blessed.
That's true.
And if you're doing any sleight of hand, we would maybe potentially change. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I would like to do some sleight
So
of hand.
I think that in this instance, if the rest of you are okay with it, I think instead of gods, we do shadow.
Shadow 4.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, mind
Yep.
and sh-
Mind and shadow.
4.
Yep.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
And then don't forget to mark you are blessed. Or well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Two success.
Two
Two
successes.
successes.
So you do really well. Much better than
Yes,
Zell.
you do.
But these two,
Can I
yes.
play that out for a second?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Yeah.
I think that the way that I succeed with sleight of hand here is not how I play. It's that I'm slipping the right cards to Oleander and Grub so they will be neck and neck.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. That fits too because you're really the reason everybody's here. You know?
I feel
Cal
like-
does not care about winning.
Yeah.
I feel like you would be doing this without Grub's knowledge as well, because
Oh,
Grub
yeah.
is like, do not cheat.
Yeah.
do not know the rules also do not cheat. So I feel like you're sneaking them into Grub's hand, like without them even noticing.
Yes.
Yes,
And Grub's
I'm
just like,
saying
how
that
did
I'm
I get that
handing
card?
you-
I guess I've always had that card because I'm the reigning champion.
I guess it was like,
And I think, and you've got, so in this process, I think you have something like, Oleander would say, okay, well, so this clearly represents, I have the wall. How are you going to get through the wall?
have you got any freeze?
I do not have threes. Getting through the wall is very difficult. It is understood that there is no way to get in to the wall to get what cards I have. So how do you get in through my wall?
I play a rogue too.
A rogue too?
Go fishing.
Oh. If you have the rogue too, this means that I have to take outside of the wall what I have, which is the covered 8. The covered 8
Right.
of urchins. I hand over the covered 8 of urchin. I cover the corner and hand it over. So you don't get into the wall, but you get the covered 8 out. Here.
Which means that I'm, what exactly?
Well, but the problem is that you have to sneak the covered 8 out now. That is not all of it.
What
there has to
covered
be a
8?
good reason.
Cal's already taken it.
Wait, I have to, what do you mean I have to, like, get rid of it, or what?
Yes, if you have it in your hand, then that you cannot win. If you have the covered 8 in your hand, you have to somehow get it out. And I am not going to ask you for it.
And if I get it out, I remain the reigning champion?
Well, at the moment, it would probably put us in a tie. But you cannot get rid of the covered 8, I do not think, which means I think I would win if you cannot get rid of the covered 8.
I just lay my cards face up on the table for Oleander to see that I don't have an 8. The luck of the reigning champ.
That is some kind of magic. Zell?
Hold a second. Wait, how did I end up with the covered 8? I didn't have the covered 8 in my hand. This game sucks, and I just tossed the card.
I think you and I tie. Grub?
Well, I think we can call that a game. And I stick my paw out.
But that does mean that Zell, you're going to have to do something magical. This is it. We have to do a swap. Jarek will come out of the prison and then go back in. But the Jarek that goes back in will not be the same Jarek that came out. We have to do a swap, not a breakout. That is the trick. We have to do it's the covered 8. We have to use the covered 8. What happened there? This is how we get him out.
I don't get it.
Oh, but you do. Or you will. Because this is you have to carry the 8, and then we sneak the 8 out, and then Zell is able to use a kind of way to transform or something. Yes. But it
So
looks like
we're putting Zell in prison?
no.
Yeah.
No. Zell.
I'm
no.
not sure I'm alright about that.
Okay,
No,
because
Zell's not going
I
into
don't
prison.
want to. Okay.
No. Zell makes the transformation. He does not transform himself. But Zell you can adjust things, yes, to make things.
I can
look different than they
definitely
are.
work on well, I've actually, and I'll reach into my back pocket and pull out like a folded like leather bound book. I've been practicing. I'm not any good yet, but I've been working on improving my artificery. I can maybe make a small construct put an illusion over it to make it look like Jarek, but I can't guarantee how well that will work and how long for.
But with the seal, I'll if you. I know
Cal.
it's a lot. It's a lot to ask, but if we have the documents,
Well, but
We
Cal
could
has an idea. I see it in Cal's face. Cal, what is it?
oh, I'm so sorry, I missed you down there.
This is it. It's not just about getting Jarek out. It's about getting the worst guy we know in. Who would never get sent to prison because they have money and they will evade justice forever?
Well,
You
we have more than
guys.
one candidate.
Maybe we need to make a list then. So,
I
vote
nominate
is on-
Relon Dusk.
I
So-
also was going to nominate Relon Dusk.
All in favor?
hypothetically, Zal, how many could you get back in?
Probably 5, if I really push myself, but then I'll be pretty much useless if things come to blows.
Oh, no.
At the,
You can't be useless. Because we need you.
I
can
pull
do
a piece
5.
of paper off the wall, pull it off without taking the pin out, tangle it away from all of the wires, slam it down on the table. It's now covered in makeshift icing, jam, twigs, sticks, berries, etc. And I hand Oleander a pink writing implement.
Oh. Ooh.
Let's make
I
a
take
list.
the icing off the pink writing instrument. I lick it. Tasty.
Let's make a list. You start.
Relon Dusk.
While you,
You
are
next,
doing
Del.
that, while you are doing that, I want everyone to mark down that you have a very special hero point to use during the heist. But when you use it, you have to call back to the card game.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. As to why a moment during the card game you are able to re-roll or be blessed or whatever the case may be when you use that hero point. All right, please continue making your absurdly wonderful list.
As each person writes it, I physically take the implement off and give it to the next one, but I skip my own turn. So, Zell,
Yeah. Well, this will have to be after we get them to countersign our forged letter, but Jeffrath Bezorus, the Archduke.
Absolutely.
I take it
also
off you.
nominate him.
I give it to Cal.
Cal circles, underlines, and puts little exclamation points next to Jeffrath and Relon's names.
That's a lot of votes. What a guy. Take it off, give it back to Oleander. Any more
what
for any
about you?
more?
What about you? Raylan Dusk is destroying the environment completely. And Jeff, the Archduke, he's doing terrible things with the people. What about you?
I want to
Water
nominate
wings?
you all to take my
Me?
vote.
Oh. That
I think
wouldn't
you
be
more than
fair.
deserve it.
No.
There's some names that I can't write down, you see. Well, one of them I can't spell, but the other ones I can't. It's not up to me to make those choices, you know?
I know.
So I
know what you're saying.
nominate you if you want to. There's like not trying to push you into if you know what I
I know what you're saying.
Oleander,
Yes.
what you thinking about?
My parents, obviously, thinking about my parents and what they're doing, and if I could do that to them.
I don't know if I want to know the answer to that yet. However,
I don't think I know the answer to that.
do you know which of your parents would be kind of like in charge? Or do you think they're both involved? What does the board say?
They have a very egalitarian relationship. It was always a model of something I was always very proud of, how they shared everything equally. But now, they share everything equally.
Yeah. Do you put the names on the list?
I cannot at the moment. I cannot at the moment.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You know, some of these people live far away. Some people be easier to get to arrive than other people.
Well, hear me out. And I take the pink writing implement. And I say writing implement
Chalk.
because this maybe used to be a chalk, but it's covered in cakes, covered in twigs, covered in sticky. And actually, I feel like the only way that it writes now is when it's ever so slightly wet, which Oleander would have known, which is why
Yes.
they licked
I
it.
licked it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
Also,
I take
that is
it
the only reason why I licked it, not because it also it is
Yeah.
tasty.
and I take it off and I just draw a little dashed line, and then underneath I draw another little dashed line, and I hand it back to Ol. We'll just pause on that. How about that?
Okay.
Take the writing implement off. Pass it back to Zell. Any more for any more? Fancy a fish?
A fish?
We can go fishing, mate.
I mean, I haven't. Oh, do you mean? I don't have any other names. If that's what.
Oh, sorry, I just got caught up in the just got up in the
Grub.
metaverse.
Grub,
You know,
you're-
you're good.
metaphor.
I've never been really good with go fish. That's more.
Really, I
Oleander's.
think what Grub was saying, it is now time for you to fish the bait, the hook, and fish the peoples. It is like the go. It was the
Yeah. See, as you can see, Oleander's the one. Oh, well, I was going to say Oleander's the one that's good at go fish, but apparently you are too. So you both are pretty good at that. Yes, the heist. I think if we're going to be working with sending more than just one person in place of Jarek, we're going to have to do something a bit more arcane than working with anything like artificery. I think the best I can do is maybe camouflage whatever trailer or wagon that is being used, so that when anyone looks inside, they only see Jarek and not the 2 to potentially 4 people we're going to be putting in there.
Wait, it's easy, yes? You make the construct. The construct will be the replacement for Jarek. But all we need to do is have the others look like guards, because you were the one who said if you go in, you never come out. So, if they take Jarek back in, they cannot come out. All we need to do is take from them the ability to use their privilege to get out. So, they go in looking like guards, and then you say there is a way to stop all magic, yes? So once they come back in, it will be clear that they have done something inappropriate. They have tried to fool or trick, and they have stolen, and this way they cannot come back out. So, yes, they do not all have to look like Jarek. They just have to look like they are disguising themselves as guards to get back in. And then the jig will be up. All the fish will be flown. And there will be snapped lines, and they will not be able to get back out this way. And then, this is important, because it is not the getting out the jerry and putting back in, it is the follow-up, yes? So the consequences, because they will discover, as you have said, that there has been a switch. But they will then also have the people responsible for this switch, those we have disguised. So they will then get the consequences of, well, finally of their actions.
That's going to be big magic. Because I'm going to have to not only disguise them, but obviously they're going to be going unwillingly, so I have to silence them. Chances are some guard might want to speak to them, so I have to arcanely have a way to have at the very least basic conversation with any guards that try and poke and prod. At least enough to make sure no one enters the trailer or the wagon. I don't know how much I can do once they enter.
Everyone has their bed bugs. No one will be very, very... everyone will be up at their game, yes? If there is bed bug infestation, bed bugs coming from terrible taverns, then everyone will be a lot on game, yes? And also easier to get in than out.
Cal, make me a mind shadow roll check, please.
And Zell is looking to Cal because Zell feels like... Oleander's looking to Cal because Oleander feels like Cal knows how to smuggle, probably.
Mm-hmm.
What difficulty?
I gotta be honest with you. I think because I was gonna have you looking at the blueprints to the prison, or at least what we have so far, and we know the prison's pretty tough. So I'm gonna say 4, which is pretty hard. You are welcome to use that special hero die now if you'd like, because it is related to the heist. However, you can save it for actually when you guys are there.
I think I gotta save it.
Yep. All right. Okay.
It's not a complication. It's just
It's not a complication. It's just a failure. However, you could invoke a shadow die, which basically you roll a 1d12 and good things could happen or bad things could happen, but it allows you to roll again. Or potentially, you don't even have to roll again if you roll well enough on the shadow die. Well, the shadow die, sometimes you re-roll, sometimes you don't even need to re-roll, but you have a chance of giving me marks to use. So it's possible there may be a complication later.
As long as you roll above a 4 on the shadow die, you will succeed.
Yeah.
But
odds are in your favor.
Yeah, let's do
it. All right. Woohoo! That's a 9. Success with no positives or negatives. Okay, so I want to say you're looking at the blueprints and then you kind of have, a beautiful mind moment where you're looking at everything and you go, wait a second, the bed bugs, I could go through the air duct. I could go through here. The air duct stops at a certain point and everything below that is horrifically stale air. But I could leap from here to here and all of a sudden you see the way in. You wouldn't be able to probably bring anybody with you, but you would be able to carry in the bugs and let them out, let them loose. It's very dangerous though.
I think that I can get the bed bugs in.
How would you do this?
How?
And Cal's going to trace their finger along.
It's not big enough for anyone other than me to go through, so don't even ask. But I could access it through the ducts here.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, this whole plan is dangerous.
I'm not substituting one friend for another.
You're right, you're not. You're watching me crawl into a duct, dump some bugs in a prison, and then you're watching me come back and feeding me a biscuit.
You wouldn't go into the prison, right? Just at the edge.
I go and grab one of the knapsacks full of biscuits and put it in my inside pocket.
Zell is staring down at the blueprint at the section that Cal had pointed out. And there's a look on their face as if they're like trying really hard to think. And I think maybe not specifically on Zella's face, but maybe just when they've encountered others, I imagine Cal has seen someone trying really hard to think of a reason to say no. But the sigh, I think that's the only way. As long as you don't go
I
past his
can decide.
thresholds, I think you should be good.
Look, I can only speak from personal experience here. And however you want to do it, I'll back you up. But I think we should consider we have a much better chance of this plan working if we make the tough choice to only swap Jarek with one person. And I know, I get it. Trust me, no one wants more of these guys in there but me, but I think if our number one priority is getting Jarek out, then we make
Which
that
case?
our number one priority, not getting as many people in as possible. And I say that as someone who has smuggled a lot of stuff into a lot of places.
I
Then
look Cal up
can
and
I-
down.
Say, if this is the case, I think you're right. You are very wise. There are many things that are bad in this world. But the destruction of the Heimstree has implications far greater than a terrible industrialist or a oppressive archduke. But more importantly, I can write my dad and tell him to come visit me, and he is very likely to come.
Would it break the chain?
My mother and my father share everything, all decisions, all responsibilities. And that means they are both responsible, but it also means that without one, the other is not as functioning. Without my father, my mother is nothing. Without my mother, my father is nothing. I think it would break the chain.
And you're all right with that?
No. But also yes.
Well,
I have been taught my entire life that I, as Arbor, have one mission, as an oathbinder, as someone whose whole job is to keep oaths and to make sure that the oaths are kept. That my whole life I've been taught I have one thing that makes me important, and that is that I have sworn to protect the Heimstree. It was shattered once long ago, but it is what gives our entire space life. And without it, everything will die. And it is alive, and it can feel pain, and it can sing songs. And if I have sworn to protect this tree, I have to protect the tree. And if the protectors, those who are supposed to protect and serve the tree, are corrupt, and if they are harming those they are supposed to protect and serve, if they are breaking their oaths, then that cannot I must fulfill my oath. And if that means that one half of this pair that dishonor everything and put us all at risk, then I must do it, even if my heart is sad. To do the right thing is not always something that brings joy, but it must be done. And I guess that is one thing that I can do. I can tell my father that I need to see him. And Grub, I will need you, I think, to subdue him when he arrives. Because he's strong. Not as strong as my mother. It's also a better reason to have my father come, because she is a very, very powerful fighter. But I think you could beat my father.
Think I can do that, mate.
Okay. I can do that. I can invite him.
You invite him. I subdue him. We take him with us. Cal, maybe you can bring the bugs. We'll get over there. And we'll do it. Plan? Friends?
Zell, you will transform them, yes?
Yes. I think we need to iron out the finer details, but I think that's the plan so far.
A swap.
And then we go fish with Jarek.
Exactly.
Cal, you've never met Jarek, but I think you would like Jarek very much.
Yeah, I hope so after all this.
Yeah. You'll get on like a barn on fire.
I do honestly think Jarek... Has Jarek played Go Fish?
No, he always refused. By the way, I did save an extra slice of the cake. Here, for you, Zell. It's the best cake I've ever had, but I want you to have it. You are my brother. For you.
Thanks.
Thank you everyone for watching. What a wonderful episode. What another wonderful episode. We are going to find somebody to raid here. But I just wanted to say thank you for being here. And thank you to Cross Paths for sponsoring the show. It's been amazing. Next week is going to be the finale and the climax, the heist. Hopefully they can pull it off. Thank you, everybody, once again. Please take some time to go follow these wonderful role players. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next week.